Hey everyone, I'm Lizzie, and welcome to another video where I draw and talk about things. Well, kind of. This week, I decided that I wanted to work with watercolor pencils. So this is kind of a drawing and a painting. As you can see, I started by dividing my paper into 3 sections with masking tape. I sketched outlines with a yellow watercolor pencil, which I thought would fade into the other colors that I was using pretty easily. And then I started blocking in the different shapes that I had sketched out. I finished by adding texture to the tree shapes and details to the other areas that I had blocked out and added some gel pen on top to finish up the railing, which I didn't think that I could paint nicely with a brush. I originally planned on making all 3 paintings on this piece of paper one video, but decided against it because the first portion took me quite a while to complete. So I think that I'll upload the other 2 portions separately in upcoming videos. As with my other drawing videos, this practice is really about growing as an artist and learning new skills. I was gifted these watercolor pencils recently, as they're a tool that I would really like to master. So I thought, what better time than now to start using them? As I said, this painting was really about practice for me, so I was happy to use this tool to both draw and paint with. I think that I learned a lot along the way about how to add texture and a little about color, which I'm usually kind of afraid of. For instance, the trees look a little more lush than I would like them to, and I believe that the shadows are too dark compared to the trees, and not quite the right shape, which I think you'll see if you wait until the end of the video to see my reference photo. As far as the reference photo is concerned, it's a photo that Ryan took a few weeks ago, right outside of our apartment complex, that I really liked. I thought the shadows were interesting, and that's kind of the reason I chose it. I thought that it was kind of a cool idea to practice all the skills that I'm hoping to develop by using a bunch of reference photos from around our city. Because we all know that drawing and painting from reference photos and life is an important way that we learn to render images realistically, or even semi-realistically. So I've collected quite a few Polaroids that Ryan and I have taken to use as reference in future videos. My hope is that through every recreation of one of these images that I will learn something new about the mediums that I am working with, and that I will be able to look back on past renderings to see some evidence of artistic growth. An additional benefit of this practice is that because the photos are for the most part taken around our city, I think that it can serve as a sort of love letter to a place where I've lived for much of my life, but realize that we may not be able to afford to live in much longer due to a steady and significant rise in rent prices. I think I'll be glad to have done something with these Polaroids of places that we love in our city, and I think I'll be able to look back fondly on the memories that surround them when we inevitably move on to somewhere new. Maybe I will be able to reflect on this time because of this and experience the warm feelings that I've always had about this beautiful, yet grimy, part of the Pacific Northwest. There will be more parts of this series coming soon, so if you've watched this video this far, enjoyed it, and want to see more, maybe subscribe? Okay everyone, I think that's all I have to talk about this time. So, as always, stay creative.